ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off for Matt Crusher. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Cox, there's that rookie out of Florida State. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. Lamar now from the gun. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Sending him on the dive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. That one's cut along left sideline. He has this down to the 34. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Back now, pressure coming. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ready? 19 up, 19, 18.
Setting up to throw. Catch made over the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. Content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35.
their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Play fake, Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Play action. Here's Jackson. And he nearly gets him into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Right up the gut. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Play action now with Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Quarterback with his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion was just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
So the incompletion on first. Here is second and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 1-point game. right, partner. What do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
It's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
Looking to throw here. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Launch this one up, looking deep to the right side. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
This one's set up for Lamar. He cuts it back right. He's off to the races. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Another carry for him. All right, short of the marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
it down. 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Sack 18. Right in. Nike.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. You got runs defense to make it a much bigger game.
Gets it to him on the screen. Still has room inside the 15. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
With that down in distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Sticking to the air here. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 21-14 our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Jackson throwing here. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Those are exactly the plays, Kate. The corners in this league make their money and make their reputation. A one-on-one, and he wins that battle.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Now he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Jackson now on 3rd. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. The coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 21-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Go!
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done.
That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
On 1st down, they'll run. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
70 Lions!
They're throwing it. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. That's a pickup of 9. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set!
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Ravens 21. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Jackson. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Peyton Wilson.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Ravens get him. Down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
21 at the Ravens 39.
They'll work against the blitz. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. It helped set his target up, put some more yards on that stat sheet.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Looking inside the red zone. Completes another one to Thomas. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Boy, saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Returning it from the 4. Good work so far. He's got a room. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing the out route complete. He's halted after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the gun, Jackson. Caught, nice game left side. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First down throw for Jackson. He's still going at the 30. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, one defender failed while his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Has it in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens reduce the lead to just 4. Now the 2nd time we've had the privilege of calling a touchdown pass to him in this opening half, Brock, and you're starting to get the feeling that he isn't done yet.
Well, but defensively, Kate, you got to do something different. It's kind of like a pitcher who gives up a home run and then a 2nd home run to that same guy. You are not going to give him a pitch to hit, and this defense has got to start taking this receiver away.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He'll begin his return from the 11. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Nice. Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the Bojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're going to try and throw it here. He puts some juice on it. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops fast forward. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Only with 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Interception. And the Steelers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I think they were going to be grateful just to get the ball back, but now look at where they're getting it, Kate. This is already inside field goal range. I promise you this, they're going to be disappointed if they don't get at least 3 points off that takeaway.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Going again on 2nd and 10. All in left side. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his...
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Boswell on to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield strike.
1st down, Ravens.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. Cut out left. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on to the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Jackson looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. And they pick him off again! And the Steelers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Airing it out to start this drive. That one's complete right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout. 2nd and 3 now. Back to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. One last play before the break. One final shot before the half. This is a heater going deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Ravens do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Reynolds with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
There's a dive up the middle. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 28 on the play. And fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I'll tell you what, Jay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 18 Pioneer.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Looking slant route, complete. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. Setting up the screen. Shoots away from one. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The game gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Completed to his running back. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a gain of 22. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Hey, 22 yards. First down.
Working inside the red zone. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Into the end zone, but not brought in. And it falls incomplete. It would bring up third down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Jackson now on third. Brings it in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Jackson's going to go on fourth. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Dive play straight ahead. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. There he goes again. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make a 1st and goal from the 8.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
Let's just go.
He'll try with the wide out. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Wow, how about the timing on that call? They catch him off guard, and it's an easy score on that wide receiver run.
That's exactly right. They crossed up the defense there, busted some tendencies. What a great call. And what great vision as a ball carrier. You don't always see that from wide receivers. That is a job well done.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Short pass brought in. And he is stumped with authority there. But that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. We've set it down from 37. Play fake. Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throws this one deep down the right side.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sign of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That's caught for the first. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, here's a handoff. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. You've got Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Bronk, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This guy has been an animal on the ground today with some great results. A little surprising there, Kate, to see a sack so far behind the line of scrimmage. But that's a welcome sack defensively after seeing him do so much damage with his legs.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
Up to the races, middle of the field. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Now Boswell on to send this away. His return starts at the 5. Good work so far. He's got room. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Lamar off the play fake. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. A give now from the gun. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. There's the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey! Hey, Ozzie! Shut up!
They give it to him again. Escapes a defender. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. We'll get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Will Johnson.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot!
Rolling back, gets the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room and no margin for error.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Go!
Back to the well again. He's out in the clear. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go now!
First down, and they go right back to it. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Steelers with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Not the big play they were hoping for when you call a jet sweep, but at the very least, it got him some positive yards. Things could have easily gone backwards there.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. This is Prater. He's got it downfield. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Setting him on the dime. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Viking 18.
carries here. He has room past the 25. Here he goes again. And they take this in for the score. The Steelers continue adding to an insurmountable lead.
I think that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards. But the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one splits the uprights. And the Steelers continue piling onto this lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Ravens take over first and 10.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Hand off to the back. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, here's Lamar. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Big play. That ball is loose. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
You know, Kate, there was a memory burns into my dad, high school coach's memory forever. And that was after winning a game, losing coach comes over and says, Mike, it's sometimes better to be lucky than good. No, my dad was good. In this case, the runner, he was lucky. He was lucky the sideline saved him as that ball bounces harmlessly out of the way.
So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Lamar now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No throw, third and long. Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up fourth and long.
Hey, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. And they pick him off again! And the Steelers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Let's go.
Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
A 7-yard
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
He's wrong. That ball's free. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
All right, here we go. Second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Here's the one back on the handoff. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Again, his number is called, and the defense read it once more, shutting him down. That brings up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kane. I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
The Steelers set to punt it, and he'll try to hit this one well. Team for Munch. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And they pick him off again! Take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on. Ready.
Give now to the running back. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Now on 2nd down. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers nearing their 6th win this season. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches.
Ready!
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Sign quarterback run here.
That shit was just one of those games, low. Lamar was just airing that shit like a motherfucker to my defenders.
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
70.
So make a check in the wins column for the Steelers. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. With Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.